Underfish Rally, friends. It's Friday lunchtime here at Rally Latvia. What a start to this event we have seen. An incredible opening stage yesterday evening on the tarmac, 11 kilometers in the center of Riga. An amazing circuit, so many people, so much incredible atmosphere there. It was a great start to the event, but the real action clearly is on these gravel stages that really nearly all of our drivers are discovering for the first time. We've had 70 kilometers so far, 4 stages completed. Who has risen to the challenge of Rally Latvia? Well, I guess there are no surprises as to who's leading at the front. Kalle Rovanperä, but his lead is only 3.2 seconds. Has it been the start to the rally he was expecting?
Yeah, it was, let's say, clean morning, but for sure not fully happy either. Yeah, I would say the condition and driving was pretty okay, but yeah, not just feeling 100% with the car. So I felt I didn't really push so much yet, so not just driving clean, to be honest.
What was missing then from Poland? From Poland, the car was working well from the very first stage for you. What was missing? What wasn't quite giving you that feedback in the car?
Well, yeah, Poland wasn't perfect either, for sure, but now, yeah, different gravel, different roads, so yeah, we tried to work on it on the test. In the shakedown we saw that it didn't really help so much for us because we didn't test here, obviously, so it's always different. And yeah, then we needed to find a bit of compromise with the settings, and it feels like that now. It's a bit compromise, and yeah, not the easiest.
So Rovanperä, no big issues out there this morning. Have to say, I expected with his road position, I expected his lead to be a little bit more than perhaps we saw. But as you heard there, not entirely comfortable with the setup of the car. Not much you can do about that. There is no lunchtime service here. What you can see behind us is a regroup. The cars basically stop here and regroup. They then go into a tyre fitting zone. They can change tyres. The driver, co-driver can work on the car, but effectively there is no service. So not a lot that Rovanperä can do about the setup for his car. But listen, the story of the rally so far is the man who is setting incredible times out there, showing incredible pace, sitting in second place. It is our local hero, an emerging talent, emerging superstar, maybe going a little bit too far. It's Mārtiņš Sesks. He has had an incredible morning. It was a great start last night from him. Don't forget, it was a tarmac stage. There was no road cleaning advantage. He was 4th quickest through the opening stage. But the opening stage of this morning, first stage on gravel, whoa, what a performance. The second stage, though, was even better. He won that. The third stage, he won that as well. 2 stage wins for Sesks. How does he feel about that one? Supposed to be possible to do what you've achieved this morning.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that as well. I don't know who expected this, but not me.
Kalle did.
Really? No. He's lying. when you go so fast at this level, it's you know, all the time compromising, sometimes pushing a little bit, sometimes being cautious and precise. And when you drive like this, sometimes you really don't know what's your pace. So I was all the time driving, and you have some small straights there. So I was thinking, what should I do? Should I push a bit more, or should I keep it steady? But I wasn't talking about the result, just my feeling how I should drive. And then yeah, then we came at the end, and it was nice. It's a relief, I would say. Yeah.
A relief, you know, to have done it and to get to achieve that, and it's a huge achievement. You've achieved your first stage win quicker than Rovanperä did, which is something. His was the end of his second rally on the power stage.
All right.
Broken a Rovanperä record, that's something.
That is something, and well, I'm trying to not to think about these things much because we still have a long rally to go and still many stages to do. So yeah, we are enjoying, and so far everything's been amazing.
The story of the day so far has been Mārtiņš Sesks, taking 2 stage wins on only his second rally. But who holds the record for the fastest stage win in a Rally 1 car or top-line rally machinery? I wonder.
Well, he was not faster than me because for me it was the first stage ever.
Correct.
So
That's right. That's what I'm thinking. It was GB, wasn't it?
yeah, first stage ever in the World Rally car. I won it, but well, it was incredible condition back then also. And But I mean, those kind of statistic doesn't. I mean, it's important to show quickly what we can do. If it's the first one, a few stages later, it doesn't make a real difference. So, no, I think obviously then, yeah, the next step will be, of course, to keep that the whole weekend, but also show it somewhere else. That's always very important. But anyway, if you show that, it's already a good stone that you put on your foundation. Compared to where we start, it's pretty correct descent speed that we have. Could have been a little better, little places, but not so much. I could do more this morning. I was happy with my pace note. I was comfortable. A little mistake in a chicane, which was annoying, but that's maybe the only frustrating part in this morning loop. The stages are so fun to drive, very fast and flowing, but the chicane are so slow.
Ogier has done a good job out there. It's a fast gravel rally. It's his first fast gravel rally in a very, very long time. The other element of this rally that we've been watching with interest are our top three title contenders. You obviously Thierry Neuville first on the road, Elfyn Evans second on the road, Ott Tanak third on the road. We know how difficult it's been. The best of the three this morning, very much Ott Tanak. He's done a great job. He is not too far off that battle for second place between Sesks and Sébastien Ogier. Ott Tanak has to be happy with his performance out there this morning.
And let's say to start with, the rhythm was definitely low, and let's say altogether the confidence and a bit the car behavior and so on. So this as a package, didn't really work in our favor. So didn't give us the feeling to go on a high rhythm. Then second stage we tried to higher the rhythm, and obviously the time was better in the end. But I would say altogether the conditions are very, very loose, so not so straightforward. Obviously all the stages new as well, quite few changes in the notes as well, and in these kind of conditions, if you don't know the road, you let's say you don't want to take all the risk to really commit every corner, which I actually don't know if it's correct, and for that the car is a bit difficult to drive.
Well, Takamoto Katsuta had a bitterly disappointing run in Poland. He seems to be putting it right here though. Definitely a confidence building run from him out there today. Fifth quickest after 4 stages. He's managed to keep himself in front of Elfyn Evans. I think Elfyn's done a really solid job out there. Yes, Neuville is first on the road. Elfyn has a small advantage, but he's struggled with the loose conditions. He's in 6th place. He's got something to build on, that is for sure. But the man who maybe has been a little disappointing this morning, and has certainly seemed quite frustrated at stage ends, is Adrien Fourmeau. And he told us a little while ago there's a reason for that.
Well, it just is the beginning of the rally. I was struggling with my pace and also tire choice, so it's things that me off, to be fair. But then on the last one, we went back where we should be, I think, in terms of pace. So I'm happy with the last stage of the loop, but then I just want to keep that pace for the rest of the rally.
When you say you're frustrated, shall we say, with the tyre choice, whose choice is it at the end of the day? Is it your choice? I mean, you're obviously taking advice from various people. Who makes the decision on which tyres you ultimately go out on?
I'm making my own decision, to be fair, after the wiki and the info we've got. But after, I give sometimes some info to my teammates, but that I don't really get from them. So I'm going to change a little bit.
Okay, who are we talking about in particular there? Mārtiņš?
Yeah, a little bit more.
So he's got a lot of local knowledge, and you would like him to share?
Yeah, exactly. But it's okay. It's part of the game.
You need to go and have a quiet word with him now?
Nah, it's okay.
It's interesting. It really is interesting. I think Mārtiņš Sesks has got into Adrien Fourmeau's head. Fourmeau just needs to do what he's been doing all year and drive his own rally. Forget about what anyone else is doing out there. Yes, he's frustrated. Yes, he feels hard done by. Doesn't matter. Get on, drive your rally, do the best you can. It's interesting, but Sesks is definitely in Fourmeau's head, and you could tell that from that interview. He's got a lot of work to do this afternoon, Adrien Fourmeau. Heading down the list, well, we talked a bit about the problems of being first on the road. Thierry Neuville is the last of our Rally 1 cars. Only fractionally in front of him is Grégoire Munster, but for sure Neuville has had a struggle. He will continue to struggle this afternoon. Yes, there are 2 second passes, but there are still 2 first passes to come this afternoon. It's been a fascinating morning in our top class here in Latvia. What about what's going on in WRC2? Well, Sami Pairi is the man very much on form right now. 2 wins in a row for him in that Yaris GR. He was the man that really most of us expected to take the fight to the Skodas this morning. It's not been the case. Solberg has once again been supreme out there.
You know, we've been trying to put in some work after Poland, of course, and it seems we have improved a bit, and the feeling is so-so, but at least the feeling with driving where I'm driving and the pace notes is working well. So I'm a bit surprised with the times, to be honest, because the feeling is different.
So there we are, folks, a fascinating morning here in Latvia. We do have 60 kilometres to come this afternoon, 4 more stages. As I've mentioned a couple of times, that unusual configuration, 2 repeat stages, 2 new stages. What's it going to deliver? Plenty of action, I'm sure. Plenty of stories still to come. Make sure you catch our review at the end of the day. It'll be later this evening when that goes up on YouTube with myself and Holly McRae, who's joining us this weekend. Take a look on our Instagram. She's doing a fabulous job of keeping you all updated on what's going on here in Latvia on our Instagram stories. Also our Facebook page, our X as well. Take a look across all our platforms. There's plenty to keep you occupied here from Rally Latvia. Folks, thank you very much for joining us. We're heading back out into the stages. We'll see you this evening.